Asante hene Otumfuo say to sumienu akwa kobo ye Sammy Gyamfi abaso ewo mining emotion dwumadie na se no enenam so ama Apia Stadium wa be react to sa asem ye busuam ye bedo ensemi mu nyina asiko aha Yalan Media Ghana abaso wa share wa like wa comment ama foforo nso so enya bi ahwe na chese enenam aba for video tani so abehu se program bi koso aye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na she said dwumadie we nyina ye se ye frɛ no eye mining in emotion ai ebusua na ekoso na honom no moto omonsa de frɛ kuku dam ne ntini opemso eka ho sanso na kwam despite cheddar ena amanfo bebre Ibrahim Mahama so eta to bi di padodo na ene ko dwumadie no ase wona efri outside dignity so mfi outside nyina timi ba be pie mu ho eko ena yema eyopemso akonya se open address onfa emre ne honom ene okwa akobo eye Sammy Gyamfi abaso Sammy Gyamfi wana acting president edema eye good board dwumakuo na abusua ensem de okabi eye pa wo wiye no anase na no si ya pene hu se Apia Stadium wono so abere ya titudie Otumfuo eka ye ede fa Sammy Gyamfi no eho abusua ye mo rem ni hwese video yi mienu nyina emra.
Probably the most costly effect of illicit mining to me is the distraction from the real challenge we face, which is how we maximize the benefits of our noble heritage. We have to be true to ourselves and admit that we have not done a good job of representing and protecting ourselves in the competitive global market. Sammy, I thank you very much on this one. Through the mining industry and then gold in particular,
Yes, I know. Okay.
Na chese we ene de Apia Stadium ye wo hwe se de wo si ti amanfo mo bu nkotodwe ewo Sammy Gyamfi ani wo kiremu a opemso aboni din nkwa de obi antimi nyedai enka na asem na oni se nka Apia Stadium de be ka boni won se na wo pa no awe de wan ka boni wo san so krampom egi ehira edi free eye Sammy Gyamfi wo na busuam eye mining emotion dwumadie awmahye no ni nyina nkyerechiremu die nti omo ye sa dwumadie no ede ebe bota ebe na si omani so awmode eda sa dwumadie we edi eno ena excellency John Dramani Mahama wakani nyina ede ache nti ye monwem ni entie no.
Thank you. Can you use your seats? Thank you. His Royal Majesty Osei the second king of the ASHANTI Kingdom, His Excellency the former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Otumfuo, His Excellency Many, Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, the Honorable Otumfuo, let me thank you for the brilliant presentation you just gave us. Ministers of State present here, our international partners who have traveled from far to join us at this summit, chief executives and champions of the mining industry, our members of the diplomatic corps, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It's my singular honor to welcome you all to Ghana into this landmark gathering, the Mining in Motion Summit 2025. We're gathered here today not merely to talk about minerals, but to reimagine the future of mining in Africa. And so permit me first to express my heartfelt gratitude to Otumfuo Osei the second for his inspiring vision and leadership in convening this summit. Thank you very much. is admirable. Let me also thank Ohiniba Pekubia and the ASHANTI Green Initiative team for delivering on this mission, and also the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources for its strategic collaboration. Africa is rich in gold, bauxite, lithium, manganese, cobalt, and other rare earth minerals. Our continent is said to hold about 91% of global platinum reserves. We hold about 79% of phosphate rock. Over half of the cobalt and manganese in the world is found in Africa. Vast untapped deposits of lithium and graphite. And yet we remain among the poorest continent globally. Ghana, as the leading gold producer in Africa, reflects both the opportunities and the contradictions in this sector. Mining contributes substantially to our GDP, to our foreign exchange and employment. But I must say, it has not transformed the lives of our citizens as it should. And so we must ask ourselves the hard question: why does the wealth beneath our feet not translate into prosperity above ground? A major reason is our extractive structure. We export raw materials, raw minerals, and we import finished product. But the real value, which is jobs, technology, and revenue, is captured elsewhere. My administration is committed to moving beyond extraction to transformation. And this means that we'll be investing in the downstream industry of the mineral value chain, refining our goods and developing our jewelry industry, processing our bauxite into alumina and aluminum, converting lithium into battery components for export, and using iron ore to feed the steel industry. We must integrate mining into the broader economic framework, linking it to our manufacturing, energy, logistics, and research. That is how we build resilient and diversified economies. In the past, huge concessions were carved out for foreign mining interests. State mining assets were sold to foreign companies because we lacked the capital, the technology, and the human resources to fully exploit the natural resources that nature so bountifully blessed us with. But that situation has changed now. It is possible to raise capital. Technology is available. And Ghana has a huge human resource with expertise in every aspect of the extractive industry. We therefore believe that there should be increased participation and investments from Ghanaians in exploiting our mineral wealth. We welcome foreign investors to partner with us in our extractive industry. We want a partnership of mutual benefit. And we commend the relationship we currently enjoy with our partners such as Goldfields, AngloGold, Cardinal Nandini, Newmont, and all the others. We'll soon codify our thoughts concerning increased Ghanaian participation using vehicles like our stock exchange and other instruments to increase participation of the Ghanaian private sector in our natural resource exploitation. As the world becomes more transactional in relations between countries, it becomes even more critical for us to use our natural resource endowment to create prosperity for our people. Another pillar of reform is inclusive mining. Over 1 million people in Ghana depend on artisanal and small-scale mining for sustenance. However, this sector has often been informal, conflict-prone, and environmentally damaging. We're therefore taking bold steps to formalize the small-scale mining sector through initiatives such as the cooperative mining Skills Development Program, the Ghana Landscape Exploration and Small-Scale Mining Project. And as the Minister said, there are various initiatives underway. These initiatives aim to provide legal access to land, training, equipment, and shared infrastructure. We also will eliminate the use of mercury and supporting environmentally safe alternatives for mining. Let me be clear at this juncture. Artisanal miners are not enemies of the state. If properly trained and supported, they can be allies in our development. Working together with the small-scale mining sector, we will reclaim our forest reserves and restore the purity of our water bodies. Our river guards are working on clearing mining activities in our water bodies and on the banks of our rivers. We've successfully, as the Minister told you, we have successfully cleared illegal miners out of 8 out of the 9 no-go zone forest reserves. We will track excavators, as the Minister said, in order to know whether they are being used for illegal mining or not. And we intend to change the permitting regime. Ghana has more excavators in this country than in the whole of Africa. We're going to change the permitting regime. You will not be allowed to import an excavator or put it on a ship unless you get a permit before you come. Mining cannot be sustainable unless it's also responsible. Environmental degradation, water pollution, and community displacement are not inevitable byproducts of mining. They are the consequences of poor governance and enforcement. We're strengthening environmental, social, and governance frameworks across the mining sector. And this will include, like I said, banning toxic chemicals in gold processing, like mercury, mandating site rehabilitation, and so it means that small-scale miners and medium-scale mining must also have rehabilitation clauses in their permits to reclaim the land, enforcing community development agreements, and promoting renewable energy use in our mining sector. Through policy and regulation will ensure that every ounce of gold or gram of lithium mined in Ghana leaves with a positive green footprint. The world is transitioning. The use of fossil fuels is waning, and clean energy is rising. With this comes a surge in demand for critical minerals like lithium, graphite, nickel, and other rare earth minerals. Ghana is ready to play a central role. We're establishing policy, legal, and investment frameworks to explore and develop critical mineral reserves, build refining and battery manufacturing capacity, attract ethical long-term investors, promote local content and technology transfer. In this new global order, our mineral wealth is not just a national asset, but a strategic geopolitical resource. The Gold Board, a key plank in my administration strategy to reform the gold mining sector and ensure maximum benefits for Ghanaians from our gold resources, has taken off. In its short existence, it has sanitized the gold sector, ensuring maximum returns from our gold exports. Ghana's gold exports earned the country $2.7 billion. Ghana's gold exports through the EMNC and the Gold Board earned the country $2.7 billion between January and April. And this figure is expected to increase exponentially throughout the year. But the Gold Board is not only about exporting gold. It will soon roll out a track and trace system to ensure that Ghana's gold exports are procured from environmentally sustainable sources. The Gold Board will work to train artisanal and small-scale miners in responsible and sustainable mining practices. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, in collaboration with the Gold Board, is also soon to launch, in cooperation with the private sector, an ambitious project to reclaim 10,000 hectares of mined-out lands. The UO board will also be working towards attaining LBMA certification for Ghana's gold. Excellency, the future of mining is not national, it is continental. The African Continental Free Trade Area provides us with an unparalleled opportunity to retain value within Africa, establish regional supply chains, create joint refining and research institutions, and strengthen intra-African investment flows. So let us move from competition to collaboration. Ghana is open to partnerships with Guinea on bauxite, with DRC on cobalt, with South Africa on platinum, and all willing nations on mutual beneficiation. For this to succeed, we need governance anchored in transparency and accountability, and my administration is committed to strengthening the Minerals Commission, digitizing licensing and monitoring, publishing mineral revenues and contracts,
We thank you, Honorable Ministers. We thank you, Mr. President, Your Majesty. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause as we take your seats.
Not just ebusia after say Kwame despite in the museum ya ukoko bie ya opemso ene kwete ano edema no na timi se Ghana die se na adwumadi akase yankwa ene ekoso anu se owie ya pe no munyina do mani monyam eba beta ye mining in motion dwumadi a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene Ghana ban omunyina waka bom ndisi aban omunyina maka bom ahye se adwumadi we nyina omunyina de dokogbo odoma abusu adwumadi no etimi aye kama wei any same dia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edetu na didie ntia omo bie se adwumadie we anu anase omo di se adwumadie ewe nioma esi ebenyia gold na ye tu ni kurampo na busuade na de sanse wo hwe hanum si Ghana dodo na omo tu galamse na ewo so no mase asase na ukokuro bi so a ene galamse fu omo tu wi asase omo nkata so yinyina so yenimse ye wura opemso nya de se na nije eye galamse ehuntiwe ene ne ekoso ewo eye Accra adwumadi omo anye ni Kumasi omo ye no Accra na je say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ni swade hunu e de ma o my Ghana no esopa eyie everything drop you decent comment or comment section honum e fama mi share video yi e ma afofo enya bi hwe wa like nso e de aka hom so wo Europe and America so this guy aba Ghana kwadia me ganfo send wave money transfer app no e de amount utimi send this car e de ba Ghana kwada first transaction no ubenya $20 free the answer be use promo code JSXM2 use that promo code ya first transaction ubenya $20 free umpewe na oped day midin the achre bruni